We are back in between segments with our guy, Alec Ingold. Time for another top 5 list here on the Inside Wisconsin show, presented as always by Wisconsin's leaders in STEM, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. UW-Platteville offers healthcare programs focused on serving rural communities here in Wisconsin. Keeping communities healthy helps make them even stronger. Find out more at uwplatt.edu. All right, my turn to quiz John Anderson in today's top 5 list.
Oh,
John, there's a running
quiz.
Yeah, I know. I actually asked you if you wanted any type of heads up as to what it was going to be. You said no. Here we go.
This is not what you told me it was going to be, but all right, let's see what we got.
It's close. Idea. It's close. It is. It's the same thing. It's close. So I have gone down a trip down memory lane with the whole wrestling thing. I grew up watching the WWF, which is now the WWE. And so I was going, I wonder if I can come up with like my favorite top 5 wrestlers, even though it doesn't mean wrestling to the same as it does Alec Ingold. And then I got to thinking, how can I quiz John? Because there's nothing that I've asked you in the history of this show that you haven't known. And so I'm wondering.
The WWE, you got me.
Do I?
Yeah. Now, if we went to the AWA, which was one of the great precursors.
It is. Yeah.
Of the WWE, and there were many guys in the WWE that became stars that started in the AWA. I might have something.
You might have a chance here. I wrote down my top 5 list of wrestlers and their actual names. I'm going to read a name. No chance.
Okay, let's see what you got.
It'll be fun. We'll see. Well, okay, here's some honorable mentions in honor of John Anderson's top 5 list. Terry Boyea. Oh, really?
No.
Hulk Hogan.
Good for that's right. I guess I would have known that from the lawsuits from TMZ or Gawker or whatever.
Yeah, there was that.
Bankrupt him. Yeah, Terry. Yeah, you're right.
Another honorable mention: Richard Flair, Ric Flair.
Yep, that we could have probably pieced together. Yeah.
Yep.
Started in the AWA.
Oh, there you go. See,
you started in the AWA.
And here's the last one: Randy Poffo.
Is that
Macho Man?
Randy Savage? Yeah.
All right.
Played minor league baseball. Played minor league baseball before he got into wrestling.
See, you know everything about these guys. You just don't.
All
right. So I'm going to give you a minute. You tell me if you know. I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with my top 5 WWF wrestlers.
Okay.
I don't want to jump on you, but let's just see if you have a chance. Here's number 5, Michael Hickenbottom.
I'm just going to answer Triple H to all of them.
No. Okay, good guess. Michael Hickenbottom is Shawn Michaels. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Do you know the name at least, Shawn Michaels?
No.
Oh, he was really
And good. What's crazy is my old agent, Nick Kahn, left IMG, and so we had to part ways because he was no longer agent to go run the WWE.
Oh.
Crazy,
bigger
right?
And better, I suppose.
Yeah, Nick Kahn is now the president, CEO, whatever. He's the guy that's not he's Vince McMahon without all the baggage.
Yeah, speaking of lawsuits. All right. Number 4, James Duggan Jr.
Triple H.
I saw Jim Duggan. That was easy. You should have known that. 2x4 in the hell. All right. Number 3.
Triple H.
Yeah. Mark Calloway is the Undertaker, in case you were wondering. Mark Calloway, his name. Apparently, he's a very, very nice gentleman. He just plays a really dark character in the WWE.
Yeah, and a good guy to know if you need embalming.
Number 2 is not Triple H. It's Steve Borden. You're not going to know this. That's Sting. Do you remember the name Sting from the WWF?
No, I remember him from the Police.
I don't know that.
Sting is the lead singer of the Police. You don't know that?
Yeah, I knew that. I thought we were talking about wrestling.
No, I just
number 1.
Who Sting was? I said yes. I just know a different one than you know.
Here's my favorite wrestler of all time. Number 1, James Hellwig, not Triple H,
and not The Rock.
Not The Rock. He grabbed the top rope and he used to do this. His hair
could be MC Hammer.
Yeah, no, he's not a wrestler. This is the Ultimate Warrior. Do you know that name at least?
Yes, I know that name. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm totally proud to fail this quiz.
Well, hey, now you know what I feel like when I go, nope. So the next running joke now as we continue, because there's going to be another quiz where I feel just like you just felt. I'm going to say Triple H, and we're just going to know that it comes back to this moment.
Listen, I know I had to interview Triple H during the pandemic when he was there, when he was doing. Yeah, he was right because isn't he Vince's son-in-law?
Yeah, pretty sure he took the joint over when Vince decided to move on.
He and Nick, and then and then his wife has run for. I say wife. I know they're still married. It's very odd. I don't want to get into the details of what seems to be a very odd relationship. She ran for office here, not senator. I think she ran for the House. Maybe she ran for senator, but not Stephanie, whatever.
I think it is Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah. I thought that was the daughter. But anyway, yeah. So it's just down the road, by the way. If you want to do that, we can drive. If you come out, forget ESPN, we'll just drive down the road. It's only about 90 minutes from here down in Stamford. You can see the old big WWE flag.
I was unaware.
So
I had no idea it was in your backyard.
It's
all right. Hey,
there.
I think it's a sport, even though it's fake. I think it's still a sport. Every once in a while, it shows up on ESPN. So
it's not a sport. You want to have that argument right now?
Nope. I want to go back to wrestling. The real
I'll
wrestling.
just say, listen, they're athletic, right? They are great athletes, but it can't be a sport if the outcome is predetermined. Which I guess you could argue then the Jets game's not a sport because you know what's going to happen there too. But anytime we have scripted out how it's going to go and who's going to win, I don't think it can be a sport.
So if an athlete,
they are tremendous athletes. There is no doubt they are tremendous athletes. They are, I am not trying to diminish that in the way, but I don't know that it can be a sport if the outcome has been predetermined. And now how we get there is athletic and entertaining. But that's just my thing. I'm not trying to run down it. I watched as a kid, do you know who Kenny Sodbuster J is?
No.
He was the ultimate jobber in AWA. He was always the first guy out, 2.5 minutes, done. Kenny, his nickname was Sodbuster.
I don't really know what the AWA is, man.
That was the American Wrestling Association. Was one of the great players based in Minnesota. Vern Gagne, great Minnesota NCAA champ, ran that. So all those guys, like the Hulk started there. Jesse Ventura started there.
Probably Bret Michaels.
Ric Flair was right there. Superstar Billy Graham was under there. That's where Bobby the Brain Heenan started. That's where Mean Gene Okerlund used to come into my television every Saturday night for an hour. You don't know those guys?
I do. I recognize those names, just not.
Do you know the
Crusher?
The Crusher was one of the great guys. He used to claim he trained by running from Milwaukee to Green Bay with a keg of beer on his back. How do you not know these characters? These guys.
I was born in '83. That's
you know who Nick Bockwinkel is?
No. Somehow this went to me being quizzed, and now I'm in the no category.
These were the guys in your backyard. These guys are all in your backyard. Jumping Jim Brunzell, part of the High Flyers with Greg Gagne, who is Vern's son, obviously.
No. Triple H.
Okay. You should just spend a little time. Look at the history of the AWA. You'll be straight. It came out of Minneapolis. It was the biggest thing going, and then eventually WWE stole some of their guys, got bigger. Stole's not the right word. They moved over and it outstripped them. But it's one of the world's most famous professional wrestling things. It was called AWA All-Star Wrestling. It was just called All-Star Wrestling. It was on Saturday night. It was fantastic.
Fairly certain we've said the word wrestling more times in the first 40 minutes of this show than in the first 66 episodes combined.
I'm down with wrestling. I like it.
Let's talk some NFL. Let's go to the NFL now. Alec Ingold. Here we go.